Say hello, everybody. Go
What's
UPS!
up, guys?
Go UPS, baby!
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I started to get concerned because I'm driving in residential neighborhoods where the streets are totally flooded. And I'm like, oh boy, you know, the skies are black and it is coming down hard. I gripped the wheel a little harder and I continued through the water. And as I went through, the truck just completely shuts down. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, you're kidding me. I'm like, you have to be kidding me. So I sit there in disbelief and try to turn it on, nothing. Try to turn it on, nothing. Now I'm completely stuck as well. I hear a woman, help, help, you gotta help me. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, and I look up and I see her on top of her car, like standing on top of her totally flooded car, slowly moving through the highway. Like the water in the highway is moving her car. And, you know, I was broken down, I couldn't move. And she was broken down and she couldn't move. So I just I sat there in a bit of, you know, frantic disbelief as to what to do. And thankfully, very shortly after I saw her calling for help, her car loaded towards the truck. So at this point I said, okay, come on in. So she was on top of her car. I said, grab the mirror and let me yank you on it. And that's kind of when the whole night really started, is when I got the first individual. And from that point, yeah, it was like rapid fire. Like I got her in and then we were kind of in a bit of a survival mode. There's like an elderly couple inside their vehicle with water like up to their chests, just sitting in their car. And they're looking at me with like white faces, wide eyed. And I look at them and say, hey, listen, you got to get out of the car now. And I said, get out of the car and come on in. So I pulled in another two people. And now it became a family affair. It kind of felt apocalyptic there for a bit. You know, I say, hey, you know, what a wonderful condition to meet on a Wednesday. The truck then began to take on water. So at that point, we all kind of said, okay, you know, we all kind of got on board on this idea and we said, we're gonna get out. We're gonna leave the truck and go find somewhere.
Oh, this is wild, man.
Can I get a bag?
Thankfully, in the UPS trucks, we have these bags for when it rains, we put the packages in and tie them up. So we had a big roll of these. We bagged up all of our belongings, right? Phones, wallets, water, anything we had, we put in, you know, double, triple bagged it. And at this point, the same tiny, like 1.5 foot window we came in, we all went out. And like I said, we were kind of jumping into a pool. We just popped out into 4.5 feet of water with all of our stuff in bags and made our way across the highway. It's still pouring rain, you know, people didn't have jackets. Some people were in normal attire, right? People were cold. We just started knocking on doors, you know, like a pack of just soaking wet humans going from door to door, knocking, right? And initially the first couple houses, nobody was answering. We're like, oh my God, please. Finally, after I think like 7 or 8 houses, somebody, you know, an older family opens the door, and of course in disbelief, right? They look, they're, what the heck is this, right? Finally, we found a house. Thankfully, these people were able to, you know, give us warm clothes, put our wet clothes in the dryer. I started thinking, you know what, maybe I was in the right place, right? Maybe this was the right place, the right time, opposed to the wrong place, the wrong time. Because, like I said, it could have gone very, very sour for a lot of these people if I hadn't been there, right? Because if those people who were frantic or in disbelief, if they had stayed in their cars, who knows what could have happened. I think that in reality, like, I mean, people say, oh, not everyone would have done what you did. But I think, like, if you were in my shoes and you had seen these people like floating away, like, it was just the right thing and kind of the only thing to do.